will the Canon EOS R6 Mark III be announced around CP+, which takes place February the 27th to March the 2nd? Or is it getting delayed until Q2? I'll answer that question in this video. But first, I have a simple and humble request. Please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything, helps this channel grow, and keeps you informed on the latest camera gear. Previously, Canon rumors had said that the EOS R6 Mark III is widely believed to be coming in the first quarter of 2025, either ahead of CP+, or shortly thereafter. And with that information provided to us by Canon rumors, we went ahead and predicted that it would happen in the week leading up to CP+, because any major announcement due to come out at CP+, always comes out in the week ahead, starting around Sunday and leading up till the actual event. It's just how things are done in Japan at CP+. But it looks like, well, things have changed. Canon rumors now says we're being told not to expect an announcement until March at the earliest. This information comes from a retail presentation that reportedly occurred earlier this month. These sorts of presentations are normal for a certain level of retailer. Kind of sounds like 2024 all over again, doesn't it? Remember how we had expectations, rumors from multiple known sources saying that we were going to get the Canon EOS R5 Mark II and the EOS R1 announced around CP+, some sort of development announcement at the very least. Well, then things got pushed until May, and then of course we finally had the announcement in Q3 on July the 17th. Well, Canon rumors goes on to say that with production of both the EOS R5 Mark II and the EOS R1 not meeting full demands in regions outside of the United States, I would imagine that it is the biggest hurdle in getting the EOS R6 Mark III to market in a timely manner. Yeah, I think that's pretty much a foregone conclusion with all of us right now. Do you remember the Canon RF 200 to 800mm? This lens here announced at the same time as the 24 to 105 f2.8 and of course the RFS lens. These were announced on November the 2nd, and anybody that pre-ordered that lens on that date, a few lucky ones got it on December the 14th, but the vast majority of people were waiting some 8 to 10 months to get the lens. Now the lens has received rather good praise from various YouTubers and online reviews about the lens saying it's really good value for the money. 8 to 10 months. And then of course on July the 17th, once we were able to pre-order the Canon EOS R5 Mark II and the EOS R1, shortly thereafter, they showed up on Canon's apologies for not shipping products page, along with every other accessory from the eye cup to the hot shoe cover. It was all there, and all this despite the Canon EOS R1 not shipping for at least another 2 months when it started shipping mid-November last month. So, this is where we are. We're in a world where, for whatever reason, there's a certain degree of parts shortages. And I admit it's not just affecting Canon, it's affecting Sony and Nikon. What we saw in 2024 was the delay of many products, not just from Canon and Panasonic. We've gone past the 6-year mark for a refresh of the S series. So it's looking like all those delays that we saw in 2024 may still be here in 2025. So when Canon rumor says March at the earliest, I read that as, think Q2. Now we could get it in March. There is a possibility, but what this story is telling us is the Canon EOS R6 Mark III, don't expect it to come out in Q1, that most likely it's going to be a Q2 announcement. Yeah, I know, it's frustrating. Here we are, still in 2024, a little bit of a hangover from 2024, and we're already getting prepped to expect delays. Now, we were supposed to get some major announcements in Q1 of 2025, and one of those for people who bought the Canon EOS R1 was the anticipation of the 200 to 500mm, and we were told that that was going to happen in Q1. We were also told that the EOS R6 Mark III was also supposed to happen in Q1. I don't know if that's changed. What I've been told, I did reach out to one of my credible sources, and I was told that as far as priorities goes right now, It's certainly not the 200 to 500 millimeter. There's certainly priorities regarding firmwares for the new cameras to get those out the door to catch up on products that were previously announced. I know it's frustrating, and I wish I had good news for you. Now, the video I published earlier this morning is certainly a bit of a good news story for some about, well, the Canon EOS R5 and all of a sudden shutting off, change or replace battery. Go ahead and watch that video if you want to find out the details there. But I still want to remind you, because there's this huge fear of missing out, there's still a lot of really good sales on of some really terrific lenses from the 100 to 500, various lenses, camera bodies, the Canon EOS R5, the Mark I, $1,500 less than the Mark II at $2,799. It also comes with a free battery grip if you purchase it from B&H. If you purchase it from Adorama, you get the EF to RF adapter, a memory card, and something else. So that $2,799 is a really terrific deal. You might see some refurbs on Nikon. The Z8 is also $500 off. The Z9 still $500 off. I don't know how long some of these deals are going to stay. I would suspect that some of them are going to go away soon. Sony even has some sales on their gear as well. But we are expecting Q1, which is just a couple of days away now, to see some major camera announcements. Panasonic, perhaps? Well, if they don't, I mean, are we going to have to wait 7 years? There are 3 cameras pre-registered, so we are thinking at least one of those has to be an S series, whether it be an S1, S1R, or S1H successor. We don't know. Sony, many cameras are expected. The A7 IV, a popular follow-up to the A7 IV, is due to be announced in Q1. And of course, the A7 R6. I haven't heard too much about that one, but either way, as far as an FX3 successor, don't expect anything till at least the end of the year at the very earliest, where they've got a plan to release firmware updates, so they're not planning on doing any new models at this point. The A7S3, perhaps we could see a refresh of that one as well. A big thanks to you. I want to say a thank you to everybody. Wish you a happy new year. And for those of you interested in purchasing some of the deals, I please ask you, if you're interested in purchasing from Adorama, B&H, or Amazon.com, please consider using my affiliate links in the description down below. These guys right here, they'll take you directly to the site, and then anything you click on at that point, I would get credit for, unless, of course, you've got Honey or anything like that, because those guys, they'll say they got deals, and then if you go ahead and click on it, they go like, nope, sorry, no deals. What happens is they replace my smart pre-order links with their own. It's kind of shady stuff, but anyhow, if you do use my smart pre-order links, I can get a small commission back, but really, guys, what you're doing is you're help keeping this channel on the air. You're literally keeping the lights on. And a big thanks to those of you that have used them in the past, because it's honestly, it's very much appreciated. But again, I wish you a very safe and prosperous 2025. 2024 got to see things get back to normal a little bit, but we're seeing some, how should we say, troubling leading indicators. And so I am concerned for 2025, but still, I do wish you all the success, and please convey to your families a very happy new year, and we'll see you again soon. Now, I do have another video due to come out tomorrow morning, but who knows, it might be try to speak words, speak me not. I'm a little bit tired. I've been up since 3:30, 3:45. Had to take my wife to the airport. I mentioned to some of you before that there was some bit of a family emergency, and that's what that's related to. So I drove her there, just got back, expected to see some news, and I was right. So got this video out to you so you can get at a reasonably good time. I don't know if you've got the week off like I do. Some people are back to work this week. I decided to just take the whole week off because of everything that was going on. And but I'm going to stop rambling and ranting now. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you again soon.